what bothers me about this whole ordeal is, and I'm not particularly a smart man, but when I see all this parading, especially in politics, but especially this time around, because I think Harris is just a very bad actor. I think you need to be good at acting in some regard to pull off a lot of these things. And watching all these overt, hey, look, I'm just like you type things, that's what's disgusting to me. I can't stand that kind of stuff. I can't stand when somebody opens a beer and sips it. It's like their Tinder bio says I love beer, and they don't. They drink White Claw. I don't like.
You should have had a White Claw. That would have been way funnier if she had been like, "Look, this is what I like." I think people would have responded better to that. But they're pandering so hard, which I think is what you are turned off by.
Do they think that some working class white dude is looking at Kamala being like, I'd like to have a beer with her?
No.
That was the argument they made about Tim Walz. They were like, well, who would you rather have a beer with? Tim Walz. What was it? There was some guy on some late night show or something, or CNN, and he's like, my neighbor is like a Republican guy. And he said, yeah, but I'd rather have a beer with Walz. And I'm like, I wouldn't. I'd rather have a beer with Vance. J.D. Vance plays Magic the Gathering.
Oh, we should game with them, dude. Yeah. Yes, rock. I'd rather have a beer with...
they're so mad about this, too. I'm sorry, but when word got out that J.D. Vance played Magic, all of these woke Magic people were like, and they're screaming. And then they found out I played Magic. They got so mad.
Dude, it's going to be so fun. Let's play. Commander, let's get pre-made decks, though, so it's balanced, because otherwise you're going to stomp. But anyway, I'd rather have a beer with Joe Biden. For sure. At this stage where him getting shoved aside, I want to hang with that dude and because he's like
he's loose-lipped and mad right now. He's giving all the secrets out.
What classified stuff is he just going to accidentally let slip? Or you're like, what did he just say? And he doesn't even remember he said it?
Yeah, I'm starting to like him more and more now that I see he's like just pissed that he got shoved aside. Like I just sense that in him, that he's just like.
He always had kind of like an attitude. He would get abrasive. I mean, he's always had kind of a temper.
Get vaccinated.
Well, here's a question: you'd grab a beer with Joe Biden, but would you let Joe Biden feed you a Dorito while you kneeled? That's the.
Depends on how drunk I was.
That's the other thing.
How hungry I was.
A feminist podcaster would never do that if she had a male guest on her show.
Can you imagine?
It's weird that she's okay with this weird stance.
And it would be. That's the other thing is it would just be weird. Like if a feminist podcaster did that with a male guest, like it wouldn't like. Red pillars and stuff wouldn't even think that was cool. It would still just be uncomfortable for everybody. Who likes that? Who's watching
I was thinking that if that had been me and she was feeding me the Dorito, how weird that would have been.
I was thinking about it. I was thinking, who is this for?
Yeah.
When you first played it, I was like, who is this for? Who sees this? And they're like, yeah, I want to vote for these people for sure.
I wasn't going to, and then
Whitmore is actively a governor right now, right?
That's
like,
wild.
Isn't that crazy? This is a sitting politician in America.
Doesn't she have a kidnapping to stage or whatever? Or I guess that was
that was already done, and actually the FBI was involved. The whole thing.
Did this spawn from like a show she did with that podcaster?
I think it's the promotional video for this interview that we saw clips of in the Post-Millennial
so this
article.
is a style of humor that I don't get.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.